Good morning, everyone. This is Morgan Cook with Positively Osceola here for Positively Osceola's Daybreak Live. So excited to be coming to you on this Thursday. It is May 27th, 9 a.m. right here on Positively Osceola. Be sure to hit the thumbs up button, hit the share button. Let me know in the comment section who we have with us. We are so excited for today's special guest here on our Daybreak Live. We have Miss Makenzie Conner, who is the 2020 Miss Silver Spurs. So excited that she's taken time out of her busy schedule because she has a busy schedule coming up within the next few weeks with all of the Rodeo Fun taking place. We have the 146th Silver Spurs Rodeo taking place June 4th and June 5th right there in Silver Spurs Arena here in Osceola County. Hopefully you guys have cleared your calendars and you guys are going to be joining us. But until then, we are so excited to have Mackenzie joining us to let us know about her year as Miss Silver Spurs, what the title endures with, and all the things that come with being Miss Silver Spurs. So let us know whenever you hop on. I'm going to come on here and hit the share button as well, so that way everyone can hear Mackenzie and hear about her year. Very excited to have her with us, if you cannot tell. So be sure to let us know who's joining us here this morning on our Daybreak Live. Hopefully you guys are having a great Thursday so far. It's Friday Eve, just one day away from the holiday weekend. So hopefully you guys have some fun plans planned out for the Memorial Day weekend. And without further ado, we're going to go ahead and dive right into our Daybreak Live. Alrighty, so at this time, we're going to go ahead and welcome our special guest, Makenzie Conner, our 2020 Miss Silver Spurs. Hello, Mackenzie. How are you doing this morning?
Hey, Morgan. I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. We're so excited to have you with us. We're really getting pumped up for the 146th Silver Spurs Rodeo, and you know what the rodeo is all about. But maybe for our folks that are joining us and they're not familiar with the Miss Silver Spurs pageant, go ahead and tell us what Miss Silver Spurs pageant is and the responsibilities that come with the title.
Yeah, so it is so cool. It has been almost 60 years here in Osceola County, which is so crazy to think. This is the 60th annual Miss Silver Spurs pageant, so it's super cool that I get to crown the 60th Miss Silver Spurs. So this is a tradition here where we take all girls around Central Florida who are wanting to compete for the prestigious title for Little, Junior, or Miss Silver Spurs. Mm-hmm. They compete in all areas. There's horsemanship, speeches, onstage questions, interviews, literally the whole 9 yards.
Right.
And it's a blast. They just have such a great time, and it's seriously such a great organization to be a part of, and I'm just so excited that I get to share it with all of these young girls.
Absolutely. Now, something that a lot of people may not realize when it comes to the Miss Silver Spurs title is you guys do a lot more than what people see typically at a rodeo. You guys are busy throughout the year doing different community events and other things as well. So touch base a little bit about what Miss Silver Spurs participates in.
Yeah, so the rodeo, of course, is everybody's favorite part, but we get to do holiday events. We get to do community events, parades. I even got to travel to different rodeos across the state of Florida representing the Silver Spurs Rodeo, which was really cool because, you know, traveling to different rodeos, every rodeo is different, and being able to be the ambassador of the Silver Spurs Rodeo and get to represent that was super exciting for me because I really wanted to show them what we were all about.
Right.
But like I said, the community events, I mean, at one point, Sammy and I, my first runner-up, we got to donate blood, and it was so scary, but it was so heartwarming, you know, to see everybody. It was my first time, and she was like, "Oh, it's gonna be fun," and I was like, "Oh my gosh!" But the blood, I think it was like the big red bus that did it, and they were like, "This is so cool that you guys are doing this," and I was like, "Yeah, it's so cool," you know. And then at one point, we did. You know, around the holidays, a lot of families have a hard time, and there was an event for the families in need where we got to hand out gifts. They did like pre-packaged gifts for the kids, and that was very heartwarming, and I had a really good time there. So, like I said, we get to do so many things beyond just rodeo events that are still reflecting on the Silver Spurs radio, and I think that means so much.
Oh, absolutely. And like we talked about, you have so many different events that you've been able to attend. And for you, you've been very fortunate because you've been able to be Miss Silver Spurs for 2 years,
Yes.
which is just 1 year. So everyone's had a unique, past few years, but you've had a very special past 2 years. So within those 2 years of being Miss Silver Spurs, do you have a favorite memory? I know it's probably a hard question because you've been able to participate within so much, but do you have a favorite memory that has stuck out to you as being the 2020 Miss Silver Spurs?
Yes, I always say every time someone asks me this, I'm like, how can you ask me that?
I know.
I can't pinpoint that. They asked me in my interview yesterday, and I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah,
kind of like I mentioned before, just being able to do stuff other than rodeo related. Like going to donate blood with Sammy. Going to do community. I mean, Christmas time is my favorite. I don't know, but I'm pretty sure I've seen you talk about Christmas.
Oh, yeah, I'm Christmas obsessed. We go over this all the time here on Positively Osceola. My viewers know.
I love all the Christmas events, and then being able to kind of tie in the rodeo with that. It's just so exciting. And then also, I don't know how familiar people in Osceola County are with Queens Week, but that was a blast. I mean, we got to take all of the state queens to wild Florida. We got to take them hog hunting. We got to take them to the beach. So we kind of got to show them a little bit what us Florida girls are about. So that was super cool. But really just everything. I can't pick one thing, especially for 2 years, Everything's just been, I mean, even this week we have had, so tonight's our 4th night of practice.
Right.
And spending time with these new girls, I mean, that's been an amazing memory for me. And I'm never going to forget that either. So.
Right, exactly. Now, talking about the new girls coming in, all good things have to come to an end. And unfortunately, yours coming to an end. And it's a very bittersweet feeling. Coming from a pageant girl myself, I completely get where you're at. There's so many happy times, but you're also so excited for the new girls to come, especially knowing all the exciting things that you've been able to be a part of and the bigger picture that really comes when it comes to having a title like Miss Silver Spurs. But for our folks that do not know, go ahead and give us the rundown on the pageant. When is it taking place? Is it open to the public? Give us all those good details.
Yes, so the horsemanship portion will be next Wednesday night. So on the 2nd, we are going to have the horsemanship contest. So that will be for our junior and miss contestants only, and that will start at 7 p.m. Okay. So that is where these girls are going to be doing, I like to kind of say it's their talent portion in a typical beauty pageant, but they are going to do a horsemanship pattern that is assigned to them. And then they're also going to do a queen wave and a flag wave. Now, the junior girls are required to bring their own horses, but we started this tradition last year when I ran, or 2 years now. Miss girls are going to be using draw horses like Miss Rodeo America.
Oh, wow. Cool.
They're going to be using horses they've never seen, never rode before. So that kind of adds a good twist to the contest.
Yeah, absolutely.
Makes it a little exciting. And then the following day, the 3rd, at 6 p.m. starts the nitty-gritty stuff. That is the pageant night. That is when everybody's going to do their onstage speeches, their modeling, their onstage questions, and then when we crown the new queens in the court. So that's going to be the bittersweet night. I think that's when it's going to finally hit me. But that is, all of it is open to the public. It's free admission. So if you want to come out and watch, we would love to see you guys there for sure.
Absolutely. And that all leads into all the rodeo fun. Silver Spurs Rodeo, the 146th annual rodeo is taking place June 4th and June 5th. And the new Miss Silver Spurs will be there. It'll be her first event as her title. And I don't know, I remember so specifically meeting you for the first time during that June rodeo, right after you'd been crowned. And you were so excited. And if I only knew then what your year would hold, because you've been one of the best Miss Silver Spurs. Might be a little biased, but you really been above and beyond when it comes to Miss Silver Spurs, and we can't thank you enough for your 2 years of service and all that you've done. You've definitely made an impact, and I can say working with you girls, the entire court, you guys are really on par, and you can see that bond within you guys. You know, with any group of girls, there's always, you know, some little conflicts that might happen, but you guys really haven't had that, and that's something that's so special about the court that we've had this past year. So a little bit on the spot, but touch a little bit about on the sisterhood that you guys have. You know, you girls have been so close, and you've had 2 years to become this close. So you've had a unique experience with that. But take time to talk a little bit about each girl and what it's meant having those girls by your side the past 2 years.
Yes, I always say whenever I first heard about the Silver Spurs pageant, and I saw that they, you know, the first runner-up was like a part of your year, I was like, that's so weird, you know? Like, what sense does that make? But I always, ever since I started my reign with Sammy, I always say that she's God sent. Like, I know I made a lifelong friend in her. I don't know what I would have done without her, and I probably will get emotional if I talk anymore about her, but she's like my right hand. I don't know what I would have done without her. And now Savannah and Madison, they have grown so much. I don't know if you guys have saw my Instagram post, but Madison is now taller than me.
I know.
And had always been taller than me, but now I'm the shortest. And I look like a little Miss Silver Spurs. For the dance, I'm like in the center, and I'm so short. It's so crazy. You know, Madison, she's just matured so much. Savannah, she now lives in South Carolina. She's getting big into horse shows, but she's matured so much too. They're just in that age group where they change so much. And even the Kimber and Harper and Kaylee, like they've just changed so much. It's so weird. And I think it definitely has to do with the 2 years.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
It's not too big of a deal, but this 2-year gap, it's like, oh, I can't even fathom the whole change. But they're like my little sisters. I don't know what I would do without all of them.
Absolutely. And that's something that's so special about pageants in general is you really do build that sisterhood, and it truly is a sisterhood. And although your year's coming to an end, you will forever have those friendships, not only with those girls, but with the volunteers and just the staff and everything that comes with the Silver Spurs Rodeo. So we are so excited for you. We cannot wait to see what you continue to do outside of the crown. If someone's looking for information, maybe about Silver Spurs pageant, maybe the Silver Spurs Rodeo, where can they go and find all that information?
Yes, if you want any information about the pageant, I would head over to the Miss Silver Spurs Facebook page. We don't have too much on the website, but we keep a lot of updates on the Facebook page, so I would do that. But if you want any information for the Silver Spurs Rodeo, go to silverspursrodeo.com. The dates are on there, all of the information. We're even adding a new event, so I would head on over there and see. I'm so excited. I'll be there watching from the stands. That'd be so weird.
Yeah, it'll be a completely different perspective for you. You're going to feel like whenever I attend a rodeo outside of Silver Spurs, I always feel like I need to be doing something, going somewhere. Like when it's like calm and collective and you're not running around, you're like, I'm doing something wrong. So you'll totally feel like,
what am I going to do?
Right. Exactly. Awesome. Well, we're so excited for you. Thank you so much for your 2 years of service. Thank you for truly making a positive difference in Osceola County, but more specifically within the title of Miss Silver Spurs. We're going to miss you, but we know you're not going far. You'll always be right here in Osceola County and in that arena with us. So to close out this morning, this is Morgan Cook with Positively Osceola here with Makenzie Conner, the 2020 Miss Silver Spurs. And together we're making a positive difference in and around Osceola County. Bye, guys.